Hi guys, I can't believe it. I have never been down to the wire like this. This is crazy. Sorry for being a couple minutes late. Oh boy, my computer's doing weird stuff again. There we go. No, I think that was my fault. Not my computer's, I'm not going to blame it. Okay, I'm finally here. I hope I have remembered everything. With the 4th of July, wonderful day, had fun with my family. It was a great day, but boy, losing one day of work really messed me up. I had a really hard time getting things going. Okay, I'm going to get my chat up for YouTube. Let's see if anybody's over there. Oh, hi, Ann and Sharon and Karen. Glad you guys are here. Got people from Delaware and Texas. And Ann, oh, now I know where you live, but now I can't remember. My brain is a little frazzled. But technically everything went really smooth. It was just me getting everything ready. It was definitely my error. Okay, oh, a little echo. Oh, that's right. There we go. That will be all fixed now. Thanks, Ann. I knew I was forgetting something, and then I forgot to turn my microphone so I can. That should have. Oh, Arizona. I was going to say Arizona. I should have just said it. I was real close. I was thinking, oh, am I thinking right? And I was remembering right. Okay. The way my brain's been working. But the echo should be gone now, but thanks, Ann, for letting me know. I knew I'd forget something. I'm not kidding. 5 minutes before we were supposed to go, I needed to go live, I was still setting things up, and that was the one thing I forgot. I thought I muted everything except for that thing. So we should be good now. Okay, well, today is a gigantic day. I've been, like a lot of you know, demo for 20 years now. I can't get over all of the promos that started today. It's crazy. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you all about them. I mean, there are a lot. It's unbelievable. Oh, it is still there? It shouldn't be. Let's see here. Oh, what a pain. Let's see, it says it's muted. That's turned down. It must be, this is muted. Oh, I hope it gets better. Sharon, you still hear it too? Oh, great. Here, let me try something quick. It's going to get quiet for a second. Let me see if I can figure this out. Okay, did that make it any better? Is it still there? I sound like I'm in a tunnel. Okay, must be my microphone here. Hopefully it's getting better. I'm going to wait till I hear from you, and I'll keep playing with stuff. Oh. Well, it looks like I've got everything still there. Doggone. You know what? I wonder. You know what? Let me go to another screen and see if that helps. Did that make it any better? Here I thought my technical difficulties were fine. Let's see if this works. Hopefully this will take care of it. Looks like everything is hooked up right, so I'm not sure what's going on. This is over at YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, is it echoing on Facebook too? If you could comment and let me know. Okay, you guys are not going to see me. It must be something with my camera over here, and I'm not sure why it's making noises. That's not the sound thing I'm using. Let me see if I can figure this out here. It really doesn't matter if you don't see me. It's more important for you guys to see what I'm making down here. Manage layer. I was trying to see if it would let me mute it, but it doesn't. Okay, I'm just going to keep it with the other stuff. You're not going to see me the rest of the night, but that's okay. I could have gotten by with no makeup today. Just kidding. Oh, Sharon says she's still got it, but Ann said it's gone. And I'm not getting anything on Facebook. I've got people watching, but it could be my tablet messing up. I'm not kidding. I'm getting frustrated. Okay, last class went so well. Okay, let's just go ahead and go on. I'm going to show some pictures here. If it gets really bad, let me know. I hope it doesn't drive you crazy. Let me get this microphone back up to me and try to. Oh, wait a minute. That should take care of it. I have 3 levers on this microphone, this little guy right here. It was turned on echo. I forgot I had that little, believe me, I don't know why that lever's there. I've never used it before. That should have taken care of it. Let's see, is the echo still here, Sharon? Because I just turned the echo off on my microphone. Yes, thank you. Something that easy, and I didn't look down at my microphone. That is, I made sure my volume was up and I had it turned on, but I forgot to check that echo because I never touched that. I must have hit it. Okay, good. Well, I guess I know the echo works on that microphone. Sorry about that, guys. It's all fixed. Yay, everybody's saying all gone. I am so glad. Thanks, thanks, Patty. I'm glad you're hearing me good too. Good. Now, if you're on Facebook, once again, I'm going to see if I can. I'm going to turn off my Facebook and turn it back on again because it was not wanting to go on a minute ago. And it could very well just be my tablet again because I'm not seeing any comments on Facebook. And usually when I've got that many people on, somebody is commenting and I'm just not seeing it. Well, still no comments. We'll see if anybody comments while you're watching on Facebook. Okay, we've had enough. Let's get going here. Now, I do have door prizes. Let's go ahead and get the door prize done first. Here is the, right here. Well, these are the kits here. I'll show you that here in just a minute. But these were the Milky Dots that were part of the door prize last week. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up this. And I need to make that bigger so we just see the wheel. I'm going to spin and we're going to see, this is everybody that commented during the live and after the live. Oh, hi, Marlene. Good. Facebook's working. Okay, I think I finally got all the technical stuff figured out. Here I thought I was doing good. Okay, let's see who won the Milky Dots from actually 2 weeks ago since I couldn't go. Paula Bringman. Paula, I'm not sure if you're watching today. I can't remember if you've won before, but you're the winner of the adhesive back Milky Dots. Let me go ahead and get this down and then I'll get back down to this. Okay, get my chat back up. Okay, so Paula, you won the Milky Dots here. These retired after the last mini catalog. So if you're watching either live or the recording, whichever, make sure you click that contact me link in the video description and give me your mailing address. That way I can get these mailed out to you right away. But congratulations, Paula. I'm glad you won because Paula watches a lot. So hopefully she's going to be able to see that. Oh, and also, Paula, if you're watching on Facebook, I can't remember which you usually watch from. You can also message me on Facebook. Okay, now I have 2 door prizes. It's actually easier to show you down. Well, yeah, it is easier to show you down here. Here I've got the Elegant Faceted Gems. These were from the retired also. I'm getting rid of a lot of my retired embellishments. I have a few packs left. So this is for anybody that's watching live that comments during the live. So I will, as soon as the live is over, I will go and put everybody's name in a new door prize wheel. And in about half an hour, 45 minutes, well, let's say within an hour, because last week I had so many, it took me about an hour to get them all in. So give me about an hour. I will post on Facebook another post saying who won these Elegant Faceted Gems. And on YouTube, I will put it in my communities tab. So just go to my main channel page, Create with Christy. And it's actually at Create with Christy. I think you can, if you do that, you'll be able to find it that way too. And click on the communities tab and I'll have the winner there. I will also put it in the regular comments in the YouTube video, the live. And here on Facebook, I'll put it in the comments there. So make sure you come back in about an hour after the live and I'll announce who won these. Now, if you're watching live watching live or the recording, there we go, and comment, I will put you in a drawing to get the opal rounds. Now, these are really nice. You can color these to different colors. You don't have to keep them clear. You can kind of see how they've got an opal look to them. You can use our Stampin' Blends and make them any color you want, or just leave them like this. They look beautiful this way too. So this is for everybody that watches the live and the recording, okay? Now you can only win one per door prize, per video. And I will also, and this is also to USA people only. I'm sorry about that. Per Stampin' Up! Rules, with me using product, I can only send it to people that live in the United States. But if you live outside the country, I'd still love to hear from you. I'd love hearing about how many people are watching the video in different places. It's a lot of fun to find that out. Okay, so that's the door prize. Paula, again, congratulations. Make sure you contact me because you've got the Milky Dots from last week. Okay, now I told you there was a ton of stuff going on today, so I got to let you know. Well, now this is mine. I've got my monthly online card club going. This is another thing I'm behind on right now, but I'm going to be using the Earth and Textures bundle in July. So if you don't subscribe already, you can click the subscribe button below. I've got a link to my monthly card club page down below in the video description. You click on that, you can find out all the information about how it works. It's $39.50 a month, and you get card packs to make 2 each of 3 cards. Now, those cards right there are not cards that I made. Those are from the, oh, hi, Becky. I'm glad you're here. Those are from the, actually the catalog. And I'm trying to get my chat back up YouTube. Sorry, there we go. Okay, yeah, good. Haven't missed anybody. Where was I at this? Oh, yeah. So click on that monthly card club link below. You can join while you're there if you think it sounds like a lot of fun, which it is. I think everybody in that club really likes it. It's $31.50 a month. I mean, sorry, $39.50 a month. You get the card packs to make 2 each of 3 cards, and I will have sneak peeks of those cards hopefully by next week. You get $21 to $27 worth of Stampin' Up! Product, which is usually a half pack of designer series paper. Oh, I forgot to update that. It's actually going to be, it shouldn't be Stay Fresh as a Daisy paper. It's going to be the Earth and, oh, what is that? Earth and Elegance? Yeah, Earth and Elegance DSP. You get a half pack of that. You'll also get a full roll of that wavy, you can kind of see that in the picture there, the wavy, natural wavy trim, that's what it's called. And you'll also get a full pack of the brushed metallic dots. Those have copper, gold, and brass, I think. I think those are the colors in that. So that is what you get, plus the card kits, plus the videos, plus a PDF, and all that for $39.50. You also get to have the option to add on either just the Earth and Textures stamp set or the Earth and Textures bundle, and I'll pay the shipping and tax for you. And that's a perk for being in the club. So I've got a lot of different perks. Just check all that out in my page, my card club page. Subscribe while you're there, and also give you all the information about this month's club. And you've got till July 15th to sign up for the to get the Earth and Textures club. Bonus days. You don't want to miss bonus days. It's been at least a couple years since we've had bonus days. So some of you may not know what that is. If you for every $50 you place on an order, now you cannot combine orders to get to that $50. But say you do $100 before shipping and tax, you'll earn 2 $5 coupons. And you will immediately get an email from Stampin' Up! As soon as you place your order with your coupon codes. Make sure you don't lose that email. I save the email to a folder because I earned some today, and I also copied and pasted them and put them on you can put them in a Word document or something like that, or sticky notes if you have a sticky notes app on your phone. Put it on there. That we've got those codes in 2 different places. So if you lose one, you've got a backup, because Stampin' Up's not going to be able to generate those codes for you again. So make sure you don't lose those. So you get that, and make sure your email's correct too. So, and they also have a little thing pop up to make sure that your email's right. So make sure you earn from today till July 31st. So get those orders placed, and then you'll have the whole month of August to redeem all your coupons, and there's no limit. So if you do, say 3 orders in a month, and they're at least $50, you'll get coupon codes for each of those orders. So it'll go all the way through till the end of July, and then you've got the whole month of August to redeem them. Now, there's also, if this will, there we go, online exclusives. Now, you guys are going to get to see all 3 of the, well, not all 3. There's one that's not Christmas. There are 3 Christmas type stamps that are in part of the new online exclusives. For the next 3 card class at homes, those are going to be Christmas in July. I couldn't do a Christmas in July today because I wouldn't have I wouldn't have been able to get the embellishments in time. Because, but next week I'm going in between the open sleigh or open horse sleigh. I can't remember what it's called. But see that little sleigh there in the left bottom left corner? That's that bundle. That's just a little sneak peek. And then that cute little truck punch. So it's going to be one of those next week. I'm going back and forth because I want to make sure one of those might sell out really quick. The truck one, I'm afraid might, so I might end up doing that one next week. And it's a really cute set, and I've got that coming. So we'll see. I've already got the open horse sleigh one. And then that top one at the top left, I can't remember what that's called, but I got that stamp set too. So those will be the next 3 classes, and they'll all be Christmas in July. I haven't done Christmas in July before, and I thought that would be fun. But make sure you check on the online exclusives. I got a link to the in the video description for that too. Then the clearance rack was updated. I looked at it this morning. There's a, do you remember that gingham DSP we had? It was a great big pack last holiday catalog. It was like, I think it was a $30 pack. So that means it was a 12 by 12, it was a 12 by 12 pack, which means there are, I think, 48 sheets in it. You can get that for like $7.25, something like that. So I think that's actually more than 60% off. So make sure you check out that clearance rack, but that might be gone because as soon as they sell out, they're gone forever. So there is a link to the clearance rack too in the video description. So don't miss out on that. Get that taken care of right away. But make sure that you use my host code, and I will be sharing that here in just a minute because you'll get at least the card kits if you place at least a $40 order using that host code to get the card kits I'll be showing here in just a minute. Plus, you can get clearance rack stuff. If you get up to $50, you get your $5 bonus check. It is like a bonus check, a bonus coupon. So there's a lot of ways to save this month. It's crazy. Now, we've also got for Paper Pumpkin subscribers, today and tomorrow only. If you look at, I think I put a link. Yeah, I do have a link down below for that too. If you go to the past kits, refills, and add-ons page, everything on there is up to 50% off if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. If you're not, there is a link down in the video description too that you can hurry up and subscribe. As soon as you subscribe, then you'll be able to have access to that in my online store. That's the only way you can get that. But there is a link to both subscribing to Paper Pumpkin and to the page that has all the past kits, refills, and add-ons. So that's a flash sale for today and tomorrow only. And if you haven't subscribed, here's the one that's going on right now. And it's a really neat summer type one. And they're accordion-fold cards. So they're special cards. It's going to be a really neat kit. So like I said, just you can subscribe down the video in the video description. Now I think that's it. Isn't that crazy? All of those promotions all started today. Oh, and there's also a new card kit, and I forgot to make a picture for that. I can't remember what it's called. I'm trying to get my YouTube up here because I'm sure I'm missing some people here. Okay. Oh, no, I think I'm doing good. Good. So make sure you remember all that. Now I'm going to start talking about what's going on with the card class. There are the 3 cards I'm going to make here in just a minute. If you place a $35 order, I said 40. I forgot I knocked it down to $5. $35 order before shipping and tax, you'll get the card kits to make 2 each of those 3 cards. If you bump it up to a $50 order, you'll also get a full pack of the classic matte dots that I'm using on all the cards. And I do not include in the card kits those dots. So if you want to get the dots, you have to bump it up to a $50 order to get those free. And you need to use that host code VN3PJ69A. And all that information also is in the video description. I put a bunch of links down there. So if you are at a loss, just look it down that video description. I bet you'll find the link you're looking for. If you click on that, that'll also give you the host code if you don't have any paper to write it down right now. And you'll get all that information. There's one that will take you straight to that, my Zany Zoo Card Class at Home page, and you can get all that information there. Now, if you're watching after July 12th, if you click on that link, you'll see what I'm currently offering. So make sure you remember to do that. And now, I think I am ready to stay on this screen. And now my YouTube comments will stay up. So I think we're ready to go. Now, because I was running so late, normally I make the actual kits that I'll be mailing out. So I've only got one of each in here. But this will give you an idea. You'll be getting, if you place that order, you'll get double what's in my packets. So these are the packets for the 3 cards. That's for the $35 before shipping and tax. So make sure you look at the total before shipping and tax. because I've had people be off thinking, I think they were looking at the final total. I have to do it for before shipping and tax. And then if you bump it up to $50 order, you'll get these added. These are the classic matte dots. They're white, very vanilla, basic gray, and basic black. And these can be used, and I'm going to be showing you how to color some of these. I'm going to be coloring some of the white ones because I want them to be a different color. So bump that up to $50 order before shipping and tax. You'll not only get all of this, you'll also get one bonus day coupon. So you have a $5 coupon that you can use in August. So just a lot of, this is a really good month. I am really surprised all the things we've got. Okay, I'm going to start making a card now. This is what everybody came for. And the neat thing with the paper, that was one thing I was hoping to bring the paper over here and forgot to grab it. One side has, it's a 12 by 12 pack. There are 6 different double-sided designs, 2 of each. One side has little animals on them. Some of them, like this one, you can die cut with the dies in the bundle. And then the other side has like a black and white design on the back. So if you don't want to use the animals, you can use a design. So like here's some animals right there. This one even has a die. But the ones that don't have dies, you can fussy cut those out. You can cut them out with circles, a bunch of different things. Oh, hi, Margaret. Good morning. You must be in Australia or something. Glad you're here. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put this to the side. Try to think what I want to do next. Oh, yes. That's what I want to do. I want to show you the bundle first. Now, I looked about an hour ago. Hopefully, they're still available. This bundle is on low inventory. So if you have not gotten this bundle, you'll want to get it real soon. Now, it will come back. So if you can't get it right now, you'll just have to wait till it comes back in. And I'm not sure. We don't get a date until after they've sold out for when they expect them back. But it's the dies that are about ready to sell out. So the stamp set is still available. But if you want to get the bundle with the dies or just the dies, you'll have to get them right away before they run out or just wait until they get back in stock again. So I want to give you a heads up on that. I'm using a lot of the dies on this. This one, okay, to do this one, I was able to die cut it with, there it is, with this guy here. So it was really easy to line it up. Isn't that raccoon cute? Now, I could color this in, but I'm just going to leave it just like that for this card. And then I will show you, you're actually, if you get the card kits, you're going to get this one, and you're also going to get the turtle that sings. And I'll show you my other card too, so you'll be able to make one each of these. It's the exact same card layout, but I have a limited supply of these. I think they're like 6 per sheet, so I've got to maybe stretch them out. So you'll get one of these, and you also get one of the turtles. Okay. Sydney, Australia. I thought so. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Oh, hi, Judy. Glad you're here, too. I probably have missed some people. I see a Sandy. I don't think I told you hi, Sandy. Got a lot of people on over at YouTube. Okay. Now, I'm going to put these to the side. For this first card, the only stamp that I needed to use was the happy birthday to you. I take that back. I'm also going to use this because I'm going to stamp this guy on the inside of the card. And I used, once again, my standby Stylish Shapes dies. I use the Stylish Shapes dies all the time. This one used a lot of different circles. So I'm just going to tell you the ones I didn't use. I did not use the large one, and I did not use the smallest one. So I used the 4 in the middle. So those are all the circles I used for this one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting. I am using all 3 of the basics and 3D embossing folders. They come in a pack. I can't remember the price. I want to say $30. I think that's what it is. But I'm going to be using all 3 of them, so you'll get to see what they look like. And this was the one that I used on this one. So in the card pack, so everything you're seeing, that's exactly what you're going to get in that card pack times 2. So it will be embossed. These will be die cut, just so you have an idea of what you're going to get. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tack this on. And it's going to go, this one happens to be, I almost forgot to tell you the size, 3.5 by 4 3/4. Oops. There we go. And I'm going to put this right in the center. I'm getting my microphone up here. helps me to stand up because when I'm sitting down, I can't see where I'm too much of an angle. There we go. That looks pretty good. So there's that. I think I'm going to go ahead and put this on the card base. This is a piece of petal pink. It is a 5.5 by 8.5. Get my bone folder here. We'll fold this in half. Now, anytime you guys have a question, I will hopefully see your comments. Sometimes I get to working and I miss it. If I miss it, I will come back to all the comments and answer your questions there. Now, if you're on YouTube, the live chat, I'm not allowed to, as soon as the video's over, the live is over, the chat, I can't comment on it anymore. So I will put the answer to your question in the regular comments that'll be below the video, the recording of the video. So there we've got that. And this is just going to go right in the center. So I make sure this is 8.5 by 5.5. Basic black is 3 3/4 by 5. The lemon lime twist is 3.5 by 4 3/4. So I'm just going to put this right in the middle. I'm having trouble with this. Oh, I know what it is. I had my hand underneath my microphone and couldn't get the right angle. Much better. I'm going to put this right in the center. And I don't have any die cutting to do right now since I already did it all. So I'm going to grab, oops, I forgot to, oh, there it is. I always use my Stampin' Pierce mat, even if it's a cling stamp set, which this one is. And I'm using the Happy Birthday to You and my memento, Tuxedo Black Memento. Now with this stamp, now yours may not be like this if you have this stamp set. My greeting is more at the bottom. See all this rubber up here? So I'm going to remember, I need to remember to bring it down a little lower than center, but I'm trying to get it right in the center. Oh, I went too far down, but that's okay. Oh, I meant to go up. I thought backwards. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and turn that over because that other side doesn't look too bad. I want to go higher. I totally messed that up. Oh, much better. So there we've got the Happy Birthday to You. So just look wherever the rubber is, you want to go up. If it's on top, you want to go down if you've got more on the bottom. There we go. It totally must be opposite day. So that is all the stamping I'm going to do for this card. I'm going to bring in these circles. This was the number 5 die on my circles. Now this I already stamped. I'll just show you what I did here on the back side because this is going to be covered up. I've got my petal pink. This is the petal pink. It was die cut out of a 2.5 by 2.5 inch die from those stylish circles. And when I say number, like this was number 4, I start with number 1 as the smallest circle, and then you count up from there. And what I did, I'm just doing petal pink on petal pink. And I thought this little confetti thing was perfect. And when I do this, I'm making like little triangles, so that way it doesn't look like straight lines. So it just gives a nice faint look to it. But then there's the right side, because the die cut looks a little better from this side, so that's still going to be my front. But I wanted to show you how I did that. And I didn't want to throw this circle away. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to lay these circles where I want them just to get an idea. I'm just showing you how I did this. So it's going to be like this, and then the Happy Birthday to You is going to be right here, okay? So I'm going to take this one out. I'm going to move this up a little bit here. I'm going to put some seal on here. Now this card goes together pretty quick. Since I'm using die cutting something out of the paper, I'm not going to have to color much. I am going to color a little bit on the inside, though. I thought and I kind of like this angled a little bit, but I thought since I don't have to color the outside, I'll be okay coloring the inside. Sometimes, a lot of my second card, I didn't color in. See if I can get this going. This seal is not cooperating today. Okay, that goes under here. I kind of like the zigzag straight on this one. You can do it differently if you want to. I'm going to have this kind of over here to the side. Bring this down just a little bit. I'm getting out of the screen again. I don't think I have my camera right where I usually do. And this one's going to go about there. So let's put some, make sure that's the side I want. Yep, it is. You know what? Sometimes this works better when it's on a hard surface. It just depends. And this will go here. I'm going to bring it in just a little bit because I want to put my Happy Birthday right here. Now this one I'm going to put on with dimensional. So I'm going to turn that over. And, boy, I messed up. I forgot I messed this side up too. And you know what I think 2 is plenty for that little circle. I'm going to take the paper backings off. And it's going to go about down here, kind of close to the right side also. There we go. And I thought this guy would look cute popped up too. So I'm going to turn it around, put one here. I put one up here at the balloons. I think I'll put one right here. That should hold it pretty good. Get those off. And kind of get his body to the center of the circle. I am fine with the balloons being up above. There we go. But isn't that neat? I like those circles. I haven't done a layout like this for a long time, so I thought that looked cool with that. Now the inside, I'm going to grab the same stamp that goes along with that. And I went back and forth where I put on the right. I think this one I'm going to put on the left since he's kind of on the left. Looks like he's looking this direction. But you can put him whichever bottom corner you want. And I'm going to color him in just like the front. So I'm going to keep this card here so you can see how I'm doing it. Put this in the bottom left corner. So the actual body, I kind of didn't get him, but he's okay. He's kind of off the side, but I'm not going to worry about it. So we've got him there. The top one is with lemon lime twists. So I've got those blends here. And I think I'm going to start with the dark. It looks like they put a little dark over here. I'm going to see if I can make it look similar to the front. So we've got some dark here. And then do the light. And I'm going to go over the dark because that will lighten it up a little bit and make it a gradual dark to light. Okay, this one is Lemon Lolly. This is a new yellow color. It's in the Settles. Oh, thanks, Marlene. I'm glad you like the circle assortment. I thought that turned out. I like those, the designs together, too. So this is Lemon Lolly in the Settles collection. There we go. That's the word I was trying to think of. And now I'm going to go ahead. Looks like all the dark is kind of over on the left side on the balloons. I'm kind of turning it, making it curved a little bit. So that was the dark Lemon Lolly. And then I'll go over it with the light. Then we've got Petal Pink. So I have to look at these. These are so close. I had to look at it, make sure I was getting the right one. So do the dark Petal Pink. And kind of angle that a little more. I didn't do a real good curve on that yellow one. That one's better. And then I'll do the light Petal Pink over it. There we go. And last but not least, Pool Party. I'll do the dark over here, try to curve it a little more. And here's the light Pool Party to finish it off. And that dark is still too dark, so I'm going to keep going over it with my light, especially where they come together. And that made them blend a lot better. So that is all they colored on the front. So that's all I'm going to color. So I'll go ahead and put this on the inside of the card. So if you run out of the paper, you've got a stamp that you can go ahead, because you could also stamp this guy on a piece of basic white, and because there's a die for it to die cut it out. So if you run out of paper, you can get the same look. So there we've got that, but we've got to put bling on there. So I'm going to grab my classic matte dots that I've already been working on. Use these up before I open up a new one. And this one, since I had a lot of black in here, I decided to use the black ones. So I'm going to use a large black one here, and then a small one right next to it. Kind of group those together. And I'm going to grab another big one because I thought it needed a little something right there. So that is the first card of the class. Oh, thanks, Anne. I'm glad you like it. Oh, hi, Paula. Paula, you won the Milky Dots adhesive, the adhesive back Milky Dots. Get that right. So I can't remember if I've got your address, but could you click the contact me link? Well, you're on Facebook. You could also message me and give me your address. It seems like I've got it. I'll double check, but if you give me that, then I don't have to look it up. But you won the Milky Dots. That was, well, I'm not sure where I put them. Oh, there we go. Right here. So I'm glad you got to come on because you won these from the last live. Okay, so there is the first card. And I think these dots go really good with the color scheme in this paper. That's why I picked those out. We've had them for a couple years, but I thought those would work out perfect. So there's the first card. Oh, I wanted to show you my original. So this is what, if you get the card kits, and then there's also a musical note ones, stamp in the set. So after I stamped the petal pink confetti stars type thing, then I put some notes next to it so you can see that he's singing happy birthday to you. So you'll get, in your card kit, you'll get enough to make both of these cards because I'll give you one image with the turtle and one image with the raccoon. So I thought those both turned out pretty good. Okay, put that over to the side. Now I'm ready for card number 2. Now this one, if you've seen well, let me grab the dies quick. The dies have this neat curtain, and they also have this little valance that you can make. It's just a scallop. Actually, you can make this as a scallop border for anything. But, oh, you're welcome, Paula. Just saw you said thank you. So I'm going to grab this card here. So, like I said, if you get the card kits, you'll get this times 2. So these will already be die cut for you. So there's the curtain. And then I made a valance. So this was die cut out of a 2 1/4 by 3 1/4 piece of Pool Party. So I die cut those. And I had this empty space right here. There is this little die right here. Let me bring it up a little bit. This one right here makes the little tie backs. So in the kit, I will put them in Ziploc bags. I didn't have time to put them in Ziploc bags since I was running so late. So I just threw them in my dish. So those are what they look like when they're die cut. So I've got those right there. And I think that's it. Oh, and this, I will be coloring in, but I'm not going to color in all of them. I was hoping to get some of it colored beforehand, but it didn't work out. So you'll get the gist here. I'll show you how to do it. And this was done with a polka dot folder. This is Lemon Lolly. And I did it with that polka dot in the Basics 3D folders. And you can see how big they are. They're really neat. And they're not, a lot of times when you get embossing folders that have the polka dots, they're kind of raised up, a little pokey. These are smooth, nice and smooth. That's a neat one. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started here. I'm going to be using a little ballerina. So that's her die there. And yep, that's all I need. And I'm also using, and this is what I'm going to use on the next 2 cards, the Radiating Stitches dies. Now these are not in the catalog. They're part of the online exclusives. They came out last March, I think, in the first set of online exclusives. Online exclusives come out, I think, twice a year. I think is how they're doing it. I'm not sure if I'm remembering that right. But these came out and they are still available. So just click on the online exclusives link down in the video description, and you can find these in that list. But they're called Radiating Stitches dies. And I used this circle right here to make this circle. So yes, I could have used the circles out of my Styling Shapes dies, but I liked the Radiating Stitches around that circle. Okay. Now, I'm going to grab, I think I'm going to get some stamping done here. So let's get this back here. Get that circle. I'm going to be using one that says, "You're too wonderful." Where did I put that? I know I had it out. Oh, there it is. Yep, there it is. Now, once again, this is off. All of my words are off a little bit, so I've got more rubber on the top again. So I'm going to have to go a little above center. Get that in the middle. Not too bad. There's the "You're too wonderful." And once again, that's with a tuxedo memento. And I did die cut this out of a 1 3/4 by 1 3/4 inch piece of basic white. So that we've got an idea how big that circle is. So it's a little under 1 3/4. Here is the inside of the card. And I'm going to go ahead. This time, since I'm coloring the little ballerina on the front of the card, I decided not to color it in on the inside. So I'm going to hurry up and stamp this in Pool Party. And it is going to be a landscape card. So that's why I'm having the white bead like it is. Because I thought this looks good on the pool party card base. So that's just going to be the inside. Well, I've got this, I might as well fold it. So this is a regular 5.5 by 8.5 piece of pool party. Oh, there it is. There's my bone folder. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put this on the inside because I'm not doing anything else to this. Because I don't want to cover it up later and not be able to find it when I really need it. So here's the inside of the card. Now, if you'd rather color it in, then stamp it in the tuxedo black memento and color it in. But I thought that was good for that. Then put that to the side. I'm going to grab this piece. This one is a 2 by 2.5 inch piece of basic white. I better clean her off because I'm going to be stamping in black. I guess it wouldn't matter, but I don't want to get any blue mixed into my black. It might change it a little bit. Probably not, but just to be on the safe side. So I'll grab my tuxedo black memento, and I forgot to give this tip. Some of you have already heard it. I think to get the stamp inked up really good with the memento, I twist them and tap at the same time, and it inks it up much, much better. If you just tap, sometimes it doesn't ink up. I'm not really sure why that works so well, but it helps. It works every time when I do that. Just a little bit of twisting. Okay, so there's that cute ballerina. She's just adorable. Well, I've got this. I think that's all. Yeah, that is all the stamping, so I can't get this out of the way. I'm going to keep the paper, though, because I'm going to be coloring it in. Oops, I'm sorry. I keep hitting my microphone. I hope I'm not driving you crazy. You're probably hearing a little squeaking noise every once in a while. That's me moving my camera. So I'm going to be using pumpkin pie blends this time for her body. I'm going to use the dark on the little dots. And my tip's a little messed up because it's getting old. I think I'm going to be able to be okay with it. So I'm just dotting it. I'm concentrating so I don't skip any of them because some of them are hard to see. You get going and almost skip them. And she's got some on her legs. Isn't she a cute ballerina? And for her tutu, well, let me finish her body first. Then I'll tell you what color I'm doing her tutu. Then I'm going to use the light pumpkin pie. I'm going to color. Oh, I'm coloring over the dots a little bit just because it's easier. I'm really not blending it because I do want those dots to look dark. I really don't want these blended in. So get her all colored in. This is a light pumpkin pie. Okay. And let's do her legs. All the way down to her shoes. And then I'm going to do her face. I'm going to go ahead and color the whole face except for the little area around the mouth. I guess that'd be the snout. I'm going to leave that white. But then I wanted the center to be a little lighter. So to get a little bit, the light over here a little darker, I'm going to put a second coat on it. And that does darken up light pumpkin pie. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and color the rest of the body one more time just to get a little darker. Okay, there, that looks good. And she's just a little bit lighter there. Here I'm going to leave her legs a little lighter, and then I'm going to put a little bit like a shadow underneath her tutu. Okay, so now she's all done. And now I'm going to do, let's see, I think I'm going to do the dark petal pink. I just thought she just has to have a petal pink tutu. So I'm going to have the waist of it be the dark petal pink. And these little creases and little areas right below the waistband and below the flower I'm doing in the dark. Just have a little bit of a shadow. And I kind of liked her ballerina shoes to be with the dark petal pink too. So there we've got those. Grab my light petal pink and color in the rest of her little tutu. And right now I'm just going to hurry up and color the rest of it. And then I'm going to go over the dark a little more just to blend it in and not actually go all the way to the edges with the light because I kind of want that to be a little lighter. So it's almost like have three tones instead of just one. Oh, hi, Melissa. I'm glad you're here. I'm only on the second card, so you haven't missed too much. So there we've got that. Had a lot of technical difficulties, so we got a late start tonight. Okay, now I'm going to grab Pool Party, and I'm going to use the dark Pool Party and just color in the petals with that. And then, last but not least, I'm going to take my dark Lemon Lolly and color in the center. So she's all ready to go. So I think, oh, I forgot to get my die cutting machine out. I knew I was going to forget something. Hold on just a second. At least it's easy to get to. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm going to use my little mini boho blue one since I'm just using little dies. Ooh, I've got too many of these. That's okay. We just need 2 of them. And bring this in. Let's grab that die. Now, I don't do die cutting for the card kits on stamped images because some people will substitute a different stamp set, and those little die cuts aren't going to mean anything to them. And also, it is just about impossible to stamp this animal in its little die cut if you do have it. So if you don't have the dies, you'll have to fussy cut those out. Okay, but like I said, that way it makes it easier for you to substitute another stamp set too and use the dies for that one that you're using. Okay. That was so easy to line up. You just have the image completely fill in the opening of the die. And there she is. So let me go ahead and get this out of the way. Oh. And now bring all these little pieces in. Bring in the card base again. Oh, yeah, I forgot I colored some of this. Let me grab this again. And all the flowers that have leaves next to them, I decided to color them in Pool Party. So I'm just going to color some of them, and then I'm going to go back and color them in later. I just wanted to show you how I did it. Now, I don't have to do all of them because I am just going to cover up a little bit right here. But most of it is going to show. But this takes a very long time, but this will give you the gist. And I'll go back and I'll show you my original so you can see what it looks like all finished. I'd hoped to color in most of this earlier, and it just didn't have time. I'm going to grab the dark lemon lime twist. You could use the light one too, whichever you want to use. I'm not going to bother with doing any blending because those leaves are so small. It would be just about impossible to get 2 different shades in that. So there, I've got those done. Then I'm going to grab my dark petal pink. So all the ones without leaves are the ones I decided to do in petal pink. Let's keep doing those. And any that are partial over here, I went ahead and I'm going to do in petal pink too. Let's see. Well, it seems like there are a lot with leaves. Okay, so that gives you an idea. I'm coloring ones I'm probably going to cover up here, so let's go up here. And then last but not least, I'm going to use my dark lemon lolly and color in the flower centers. So you just do this on all of the flowers. If you get the card kit, or if you've already got everything already, that's what you want to do if you make these cards later. And then I'm going to grab this is a 5 1/4 by 4 inch piece of that lemon lolly. Oh, bye, Judy. Are you leaving? I didn't see that you were leaving. Oh, and you're leaving. Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about it. If you're busy like me, I totally understand. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and grab this. I'm going to put this on the left side. Like I said, pretend like it's all colored in, but I'm going to go back and do it myself later. Put this on. Now, there is some ribbon in the suite. This all is part of the Zoo Crew suite. So I'm using everything that's in there. This is, you'll be seeing the other one too. It's a ribbon combo. It's called Ribbon Duo Combo Pack. This is the petal pink ribbon. There's also one that's lemon lime twist, that green color. Now, these are on low inventory too, so you want to get those quick. Like I said, anything on low inventory that sells out, it just won't be available for a little while, and it'll come back once they get a new shipment in. I just wanted to warn you in case you want to get it right away. So I'm going to, well, actually, yeah, let's do this. This is kind of thick enough that it's okay to put seal on here. The other ribbon, lemon lime twist, is a little smaller, so I'll show you a different way to do that. But I'm just going to put this right around the edge of that DSP. Okay, then I'm going to put this on the card base. Now that I've got the ribbon around there. This lemon lolly color is just, it's so cheery looking. I really, really like it. I still like Daffodil Delight, but that is just gorgeous. I like this one better than So Saffron. I like So Saffron a lot. This one is even prettier. Just a nice soft yellow. So if you haven't got Lemon Lolly yet, you've got plenty of time though. It's a brand new core color, so I'm sure we'll have it for a while. But there we go. I just thought that looked really pretty together. Okay, now this is going to be my stage. But I wanted her to have a little glow around her. So I'm going to grab a blending brush and use my Lemon Lolly ink pad. Oh, thanks, Melissa. Isn't she adorable? I love the ballerina. So I'm going to, oops, you know what? I don't want this anymore. I'm going to get some Lemon Lolly ink on this. And I have learned to take a little bit off, because when you put it down, you'll get a big blotch sometimes. So I'm going to make sure that's not doing that, doing it on my scrap paper here. And then I'm going to go here. I'm just going to make a nice glow here, because I want it to look like maybe she has a little bit of a spotlight on her. I'm making the middle a little darker and going lighter on the outside. And I think that's big enough, because these are going to go, oh yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so what I'm going to do, there is a right side and a wrong side. This just looks a little rougher, so that's going to be the back. I'm going to put some adhesive on here. You could also do that little turtle that sings on here. There are other images in the DSP that are performing. So you can make a nice little whole cast on here, but I'm just going to do the ballerina on this card. So it's going to go right along the right edge. Oh, and this basic white is 4x3. And this one's going to go, well, on the left side. So these were made with the same die, so they look exactly the same top and bottom, which is nice. They're not going to look lopsided. Just go right along the left edge. Okay, and then we've got to put a valance, because that looks a little weird. So this is my 4x3/4 inch, and I took that scalloped edge to make that. And it kind of makes a little embossed ridge around the scallop too. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it looks really neat. This one I'm going to put on with seal also. And it'll just go right across the top, right along the edge. Now it looks like I might have cut, oh, these are a little bit longer than the 4 inches. I've got some sticking up here, so I'm going to grab my scissors. This happened on my original too, so I think the curtains are a little bit bigger than the 3-inch tall, but that's okay. Just slip that off. Okay. Actually, that one looks okay. I'm not going to worry about that one. Might be too long. Yep, it's too long down here. I knew that would have to be. There we go. So that's ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and put this on the card base. Don't worry, I'll be using dimensionals here in a minute. Almost always use dimensionals. I'm going to be popping our little ballerina up. So now we've got our stage. Oh, sorry, I'm getting out of the screen. My phone is definitely not in the right spot, but that's okay. So when you do videos, you get used to the camera being in a certain place, and when it's not right, you forget. Okay, so we've got that there. Grab the little ballerina, if I can get a hold of her. And we are going to pop her up like I said, so I'm going to put a few dimensionals. Put one here, one right here, and you know what? I'm going to do a small, find my scissors. I'm going to cut off one of these half ones along the border, because I want to put something down here for her feet. Make sure it's not, yeah, that looks pretty good. Make sure I'm not seeing it from the outside, and I'm not. So now I'm going to take all the paper backings off. So I didn't have one down there. Her feet wouldn't stay up like her body. Oops. I'm going to put her close to the center. I'm just laying her down, and that looks pretty good. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and push it down now that I know I've got it right where I want her. So there she is performing. And now we've got the You're Too Wonderful. And this one I'm just going to put on with regular seal, because with these dots, the polka dots, it actually raises the stage up a little bit. So this is actually not touching the yellow. So it kind of looks like I put it on a dimensional to begin with. So I'm going to put some seal here on this side, since this one kind of hangs off a little bit. Oops. And this is going to go down here in the bottom right corner. There we go. Oh, I almost forgot my little ties. Let me grab my silicone mat. And here are the little curtain ties. And since they're so small, I'm going to use, and there is a right side, make sure the dots are on the facing down when you go to put your glue, because you want those on the top once you attach it. So I'm going to take a little multi-purpose glue, do a little dot. Let's see if this one's going to work. Oh, it could be. Seemed like it was starting to get low last class. I just remembered. Oh, there we go. So I just put a little dot here, and then I kind of smeared it to get like a nice little, get glue all the way across, but not a lot, because you don't want it to ooze out once you put it on. And I'm going to just put this right here. So I've got a little tie back, so that just finishes off the curtain. That's what it looks like without it, and that's what it looks like with it. So that just finishes it off perfectly. Oh, I like the stage too, Judy. It's a lot of fun. It's funny. These type stamp sets didn't used to be ones I bought too much. I always liked flowers and things like that. But I've been getting these lately, and I really have fun, especially with something like this. You've got so many different things you can do with this. If you have little kids, you could have so much fun making birthday favors and things like that for their birthday party. If they like stages and stuff, musicals. There we go. So isn't that adorable? I love that. Now, I do want to put some of those matte dots on. And these vanilla ones, they're the cream color. I think they go pretty good with this yellow right here. It's almost like a little bit lighter version of the yellow. So I thought it looked really good together. So I'm going to put one of the large ones right here on this end of my tie. So on the outer edges of both of the ties. There. That just makes the curtain look a little better. And then, or even better, it looked good before. And I'm going to take a small vanilla one, because I thought we just need a little something here on the circle. So there we go. And if you want to put some in different places, you're more than welcome. That's all I put on this one. So that is the second card. And I love that glow. That effect is really neat. That makes it look like she's got a little spotlight on her. And there's the inside. So that is card number 2. Got one more to go. The next one goes together pretty quick too. Even with the coloring. And there's not a ton of coloring I'm going to be using. I think it's a llama. I'm not sure. With the long neck, I'm guessing it's a llama. If I'm wrong, let me know. Just comment if you've seen the set. Let me grab this. Well, here, I can just grab this stamp. I'm thinking that's a llama. But that's the one I'm using for this one. Grab the card kit for it. So that's just enough for one card. The card kits I give out, you get double. And this one was done with those radiating stitches dies again, and I used the smallest of the frame dies. So this is this is the one I used. Okay. Melissa, doesn't it make, I think she makes me smile too. She just looks so cute. Wish I could dance like that. There's no way. My ankles couldn't take it. Okay. Oh, thanks, Marlene. I'm glad you liked that last card. Okay. Now, this is going to go to the side. This is going to kind of be like the backdrop of my llama. This was die cut out of a piece of basic white, which was, I always look at the wrong list, 1.5 by 3 1/4 is the smallest you can go to die cut this out. You can always take it out of I'm sorry, I gave you the wrong side. That was for the image. Okay, this one's was 2 1/4 by 3 3/4 inches is what I die cut this out of. This one is 1 1/2 by 3 1/4, and that's for my image. Once again, use that memento, and I'm twisting to get a better coverage for my ink pad. Just stamp it just as long as it's on the cardstock, close to the middle, because we're going to be die cutting it. There we go. So there's my cute little llama. And I'm going to be using a totally different, like as you can tell, pumpkin pie is in, well, I used pumpkin pie on my ballerina, but didn't use it on any of the cardstock. So always try, those of you who watch my classes know this, try to get as many different color combos as I can from a pack of DSP. So this one is going to have a lot of pumpkin pie in it. So we grab the light and the dark. Oh, I have one more thing to stamp. Let's grab this. This is a piece of basic white. It is, oh, I thought I wrote it down. Oh, there we go. 2 1/4 by 3/4 inches. So this is for my greeting. I'm going to be using the Something Great to Celebrate You. So I've used all the greetings that are in the stamp set. This one could also be used as an inside one with the happy birthday one too. I'm going to put it over towards the right. Almost put it in the center, but I'm going to put it a little more toward, oops. You know what? We're turning that over. And then I will pick the side that looks the best. I got a little ink on rubber that I didn't there. That time it looks, I don't think I got any. So I'm going to put this over on the right. Oh, much better. So now I don't have that little ring. Put that in there. So now I've got all the stamping done. So I'm going to color this little guy, or girl. It can be guy or girl, whichever. Somebody who likes to knit. So I've got my dark pumpkin pie. And I'm going to put a little dark border around the chair. Right here. And then I'm going to put, see where these little, you know what? Let me see if I can get this to zoom in a little bit more. Because I feel like it is really far away. I didn't realize that till just now. This used to be a little closer. Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing. Oops, that's not what I wanted to zoom. I clicked on the wrong screen. There, now you might be able to see me coloring a little better. Let me get my comments back up from YouTube. There we go. Oh, Cindy, I'm in Indiana. I'm just southwest of Indianapolis. So I'm in central Indiana is where I'm at. I don't do any classes in my home anymore. They're all online. I might do one here and there every once in a while. I used to do them once a month, but now I'm just doing my online stuff. But I am just southwest of Indianapolis, in Mooresville, Indiana. Okay, now where these little lines are right here, I'm going to put the dark pumpkin pie under here. Just all the way. And this didn't have any lines on that side, but I'm still making it like a little shadow for the ruffle. Okay. And that is all the dark. Oh, I'm going to put a little bit. I forgot there's a little bitty spot between her legs. So there's that. So that's all the dark pumpkin pie I'm going to use. Then I'm going to grab. Oh, Cindy, you're in South Carolina? Yep, I've got some friends that live in South Carolina. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to grab my light pumpkin pie. And they are always wanting us to come visit. We haven't been able to. We really want to. My husband is hoping he's going to retire next summer. We'll see. That's very, very tentative. Then we'll have more free time. Okay, so I'm going to color this in. And then I'm going to color all this. So this is all with a light pumpkin pie. Just a little bit right here. I'm going over the dark again because I do want to blend this a little more. Making sure I don't color on the... Oops, I'm out of the screen again. I am so sorry. Not all of it, but just real close. And then going over that dark again so it blends. I love our blends. They're so much fun. It really makes me feel like I'm an artist. I am definitely not. I'm good with stamps, but I'm awful at trying to draw anything. That's why I'm glad somebody came up with rubber stamps. Okay, there we go. So I've got her pumpkin pie chair. And then I thought she's knitting something that's going to be yellow. So we're going to use Lemon Lolly. And there are lines in her little knitting right here. But the first time I started coloring it in, I was going to do every single line with the dark, and it got to where the whole thing was dark. So I'm just kind of going to do just a few. I'm going away because I still want a lot of it to be the light yellow. And I'll go over them just a little bit just to darken up the dark just a little bit. And then here where the yarn is, I'm just going to do a couple strands with the dark. Because you know when you make those balls, you'll have shadows, so that's why I'm doing that. Then I'll take the light lemon lolly. And I will color all this in. And then color in the rest of the yarn ball down here. Okay, now I'm not going to color all of the llama, but I wanted to do like her arms and legs and her face. So I'm going to use Petal Pink. Crumb cake is also in this, so if you've got crumb cake, if you'd rather do that, you can do that, but I was trying to limit the number of blends I used. I'm only using 5, so I thought that was plenty. So I'm going to take the dark Petal Pink, and her eyelids, I'm going to do the dark. So I'm not going to do any blending with the Petal Pink on her. So her eyelids are the dark Petal Pink, and then the insides of her ears I'm going to do in the dark Petal Pink. And then her little hoofs are going to be the dark pink, Petal Pink. And then I'm going to take the light and color in the rest of her, except for her eyes, of course. We want to keep her eyes white. Now she's got that, and then her arms, which are actually her legs, but we'll say her arms, with the light, and then her legs. And I'm just going to leave the rest of her white. And if you want to, you could even take a little bit of the dark. I'm not going to bother tonight, but her lips, you could even go with the dark Petal Pink if you want to make it look like she has some lipstick on. But there's that. I do believe, yeah, that's all the stamping. I am going to die cut a little bit, so let me get that. We're going to die cut her out. I need to grab, if I can reach it. Here's the die that's going to die cut her out. Oh, there it is. Almost lost my plates. That would not be good. Put this down. Oh, I've got a little piece. So I'll get that out of the way. Sometimes when you have a little piece on your cutting plate, it'll emboss into your paper, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to get rid of that. Because when you put it through the pressure, it kind of makes it almost like an embossing plate. So get her in there completely. You want to kind of see the outline of her right along the edges of that opening. Oh, and this is, I always tell you, and I forgot to, this is Post-it tape. I always use Post-it tape. You can also use the adhesive part of a Post-it note. It's just a lot easier to take off later. It keeps it in place, but then I can take it off without hurting my cardstock. If you don't have any of that, washi tape works too. And if you're in a pinch, painter's tape, but sometimes that tears up. Washi tape and painter's tape are more apt to tear up your cardstock, but they still work. And there we've got her all done. So I'll get her close so you can see how I colored her in. Okay, now finish this card. Get this die in here so I don't lose it. And this one is a 4x5 1/4 inch piece. This is going to be the base layer on the front of the card, and that is the third and last embossing folder in that Basics 3D pack that I showed you at the beginning of the video. So this is the card base, pumpkin pie, 5.5 by 8.5. Fold this in half with my bone folder. And this is another design that's in the paper. You actually used all 6 sheets of paper, double-sided papers on these. But this is the one I'm using here. This has got, that's got some more dancing ballerinas and different animals that you can fussy cut out. But I wanted to use this design instead. So this is 4 by 1.5, and I'm going to put it on a mat. This is Lemon Lime Twist. This is 1 3/4 by 4. So I'll put some adhesive here. Well, and then we'll just put this right across the center. I think it's easier to line up a short end and get it in the center. And then slowly bring it down. That way it's straight. There we go. And then this is going to go across the middle of my white embossed piece. And I think it's easier to do it this way too. This time I'm doing the long edge, but this is the one that's going straight across. I'm kind of looking here. Oh, that's not quite in the middle. Raise it up just a little bit. That looks pretty good. If it's off a little bit, it's not that big a deal. I'm just getting as close to center as I can. Yep, that looks straight. So now push that down. And then this is the other ribbon in that Ribbon Duo combo pack. This is the Lemon Lime Twist. I don't know if you can see the stitching or not. Well, I think it's stitching. There are definitely some white lines in it. But this is a lot narrower, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold my finger here, so that's the middle. So I'm going to put adhesive here and go straight across. I'm doing a couple, 2 or 3 strips, because that way it'll definitely catch. And being too white is no big deal, because that'll just help it stick to my card base better. So this 6-inch piece I'm going to put right across. Bring that around, and now it's attaching to the white adhesive strip that I made. Same thing with this one. Kind of get them straight, kind of got them cockeyed. There we go. Now that that ribbon's on there, I can put this on the card base. Because I've got all this adhesive here, it's going to hold that ribbon down when I attach it here. If you want to put some on top of the ribbon, you definitely can. Make sure the fold's on the left. Yeah, I was afraid I put it on upside down there for a second. And there we've got that. And then, oh, thanks, Judy. I just saw you say that. So cute. Thank you. Glad you like my little llama. And then I'm going to grab, oh, yes. I'm going to do the same type effect that I did with my ballerina. I'll bring in this again. This time I'm going to use a blending brush for Pool Party, because I didn't want it to just be white. It just looks kind of bland. Oh, I'm out of the screen again. Put that like that. I am sorry about that. I'm going to make sure, if I hadn't been so rushed, I would have made sure my camera was in the right spot. Once again, I'm going to go off the paper a little bit, make sure it's not too dark. Start in the center. And just start putting Pool Party down. There we go. There, I got a little more ink that time. I'm not going to do the whole thing. I kind of like having a little bit of a white area on the outskirts of it. I'm going to put her here. I think I need a little bit more. And it's okay if the center gets too dark, because we're going to be covering that part up. I just wanted a faint Pool Party. I don't know if you're seeing this in the screen too much. Sometimes colors don't show up very well on a video, especially a live video. But there is some blue there. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on my card base. So get some adhesive on here. Bring this in, and it's going to go right about here. So I'm kind of centering it up and down, but then more to the left. Make sure it's straight. And then I'm going to put this on with dimensionals. Where did I? Oh, there they are. Put one on the head. I'm just going to go along the center. One there, and then one at the bottom. Oh, there it is. Take the paper backings off. And just put her in the center of this piece. Okay. And then with this one, I'll just put some regular adhesive on here. And it's going to go underneath just a little bit. Oops, you know what? That's a little too long. I probably needed to scoot that over, but I can fix this. I will just make that a little shorter. Maybe that's not going to make a difference. I probably should have done the other end. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm just going to make this real close to the end. And that should work. I don't want it to be going over my card base. Now, if that doesn't work, then I'll just move the whole thing. Oh, no, that works fine. It's okay as long as it's not over the edge of the card base. So there we go. We've got that on there. I'll show you my original, because it was over a little better than that. I'm not sure why that's happening. Okay, now, oh yeah, I've got another 6-inch piece here. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to fold this in half, cut it. I could have actually kept the loop, so I'm going to experiment. I just folded it when I tied it on before and then cut the loop. I'm going to keep those two strands next to each other and tie them in a single knot. If I can, I've got a little glue on my fingers, so we'll see how this goes. Thankfully, the white lines are on both sides of the ribbon, so it's okay if it gets twisted. Oh, good. That worked out fine. And I'm going to kind of flare these a little bit and get a hold of the other one. And then I'm going to grab some better scissors here. And I'm going to trim the ends at an angle to make them a little more even. Well, if I can get a hold of it. There we go. And now it makes the knot look a little bit neater because it's got two little pieces of ribbon instead of just one. And, oh yeah, I haven't done the inside yet. Grab a 4x5 1/4 inch piece. This time I'm going to use the DSP and this strip here. Now, what did I do with my, oh, there it is. Covered it up. This is a 4x3/4 inch. And this is 4x1 inch. So I'm just going to put this right across the middle. Once again, I'm going to get it in the center on the short end, and then it kind of falls down and pretty much stays straight. Sometimes not, it might angle a little bit, so just move it, and once it's in the right spot, then go across. And then I'm going to put this across the bottom. Well, if I can get the adhesive to work. I think my adhesive wants to go to bed. There we go. And I liked it above the bottom. Oh, I'm doing it again. Above the bottom. Next week, I promise I will have the camera in the right spot. I just keep, it's farther away than usual. Okay, there we go. So there's my inside. Hopefully I didn't get out too much during the video. And I'll put this right here in the middle on the inside. And that is my last, oh, I haven't finished, but I almost forgot the dots. And I'm glad I remembered because I'm going to do something with them if I can find, oh, there we go. I'm going to use the white ones this time. I've only got a few left, but I'm going to grab my dark lemon lime twist, the green one. I'm going to use the brush tip. And while they're still on the backing, let's see which ones I used. Okay, I'm going to color this in, I mean. It's going to be a little lighter, that's why I'm using the dark. And then 2 small ones. I could have just kept them white, but I wanted them to be a color. Now, you can't do this with our regular Stampin' Right markers because those are water-based inks. Our blends are alcohol-based, so you can color white. I could even probably do the vanilla too, but now I've got some green ones, okay? And they dry really fast since it's alcohol ink. I'm going to grab a big one, and I'm going to put it, oops, it fell off. I can tell my putty's about, I'm going to have to get some more putty out here. We'll just go ahead and put it on like this. Put it right there. Get some more putty coming out here. Grab a little one. And put it about right here. Once again, I'm making a triangle. And I'm going to put this one right here. There we go. So that is the last card. And I'll show you. I'm not sure because it looks like I've got about the same width. Maybe I made this, oh, that's what I did wrong. You know what? I think I can lift this up. I sure can. This is what I wanted it to go under. I wanted to go under her, not the rectangle. That looks much better. I was wondering why that wasn't working. I'm glad I got my original out. There we go. So don't do it underneath the square. Do it underneath her. That's why I popped her up. I forgot that part. So there we go. So there is the third card. Let me bring the other 2 back in. Actually, it's going to be 4. So I have enough paper. With this one, you're going to get 1 turtle, and you're going to get the raccoon. This was die cut out of the DSP in case you didn't see me make that card, if you came in late. And then there's that one. I know what I can do. Now I can make it go back a little bit. There we go. Get my chat back up. There we go. Oh, thanks, Cindy. I'm glad you like them. Thanks, Judy. I'm really glad you guys got to come back and watch me. I hated missing last week. Things just got real crazy. Of course, they got crazy again today. I think after this weekend, things are going to slow down a little bit. My family, I had our oldest daughter's birthday was a week ago. Then we had the 4th of July. My husband's birthday's tomorrow. Our second daughter's in the beginning of part of August. So we've got birthdays really close together in the summer. Our son's in September, so we've got a little bit longer with him, but our summers are kind of jam-packed with parties. That's why I was a little behind. Oh, hi, Sharon. Oh, thanks. I have to admit, I like the one with the circles the best, too. I like this one, too. I think I'm in between these right here. This one, I don't do a lot of pumpkin pie, but I wanted to make a different color combo. But yeah, it's between these. And if between these two, I think I like the raccoon with the balloons the best. But I knew I wouldn't have enough for the kits. So that's why you're going to get one of each. So I hope you enjoyed the class. And I'm glad I figured out the echo for those of you that missed. I have this microphone. I forgot it has an echo lever on it, and somehow I turned it on. I never used that, and I could not figure out why everybody said I was echoing. So now I have one more thing to look at if that ever happens again. So I'm glad I figured that out. That was probably would have driven you crazy if I had an echo the whole class. So I will be back again next week. Like I said, I'm going to be doing Christmas in July for the rest of the card class at homes in July. So there'll be 3 more. Oh, hi, Becky. I'm glad you got to come. Now, thanks for sharing the video, too. And you'll be able to watch the recording. You just came on, so you probably missed this part. I have a bad echo at the beginning, but I do figure it out. So if you go watch the recording, you can, you'll have to bear with it for a little bit, but then I do figure it out. You could probably fast forward through that part too, because I'm really not doing anything. I'm just trying to figure out what was wrong. So I hope you enjoyed the class. And like I said, Christmas in July next week. Looking forward to that. It's going to be kind of weird making Christmas cards when it's close to 90 degrees out, but I think it'll be fun. So I hope you can come back next week. All my lives are Thursday nights at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. So I really hope you come back. And don't forget, if you live in the United States and want to get the card kits, just place a $35 order before shipping and tax using my host code. You can see that in the bottom left corner. You can also click on the Card Class at Home link in the video description to get the host code there. And place that order by July 12th, and you will get the card kits. If you bump it up to a $50 order, I will also add a full pack of those classic matte dots that I used on the cards with the card kits. And using that, you only use the host code, though, if your order is under $150 before shipping and tax. If it's $150 or over before shipping and tax, don't use the host code. You'll still get my card kits and the embellishments, and you'll get Stampin' Words from Stampin' Up. I don't want you to miss out on getting those. So I think that's it. Let me get my chat back up for YouTube in case I'm missing anybody. Oh, thanks, Cindy. Oh, I think I already thanked you, didn't I? When I come back, I can't remember who I thanked earlier. So I'm really glad you guys got to come, had another good turnout. And make sure you come back in an hour. You've got a couple more seconds if you haven't already. I have let me see if I can find, I've covered everything up. My goodness. I have started doing door prizes again for my lives. So everybody that commented during the live are going to be put in the drawing to get, I always have a hard time with the lighting. Oh, there we go. These are the elegant faceted gems. I've used these a lot when we had them. They're retired, but this is a full brand new pack, never been opened. If you've commented here during the live, I will put your name in my spinning wheel, and I will come back within the next hour to let you know who won. So make sure you come back. I'll post it on Facebook in another post, and I will also post it in my communities tab of my YouTube channel. And I will also put it in the comments of both videos on YouTube and Facebook. That way, you've got a few places to find it, because I don't want anybody to miss out that they won. So make sure you come back in about an hour, and that's for people that comment during the live. Now, if you're watching the recording, if you missed the live, no worries. These are, see if I can get those, the opal rounds. So everybody that comments during the live, so even though you can comment during the live and also get these two and the recording, I will put all your names in that wheel, and I will do the spinning wheel at the beginning of next week's live and announce the winner. So for this one, you have got until noon Eastern time, that's 12 Eastern time, next Thursday, which will be July 13th, to comment on either the Facebook video or the YouTube video, and I'll get your name in the on my spinning wheel, and you'll get announced, so you'll get a chance to win these. So that'll be announced next week. So, like I said, come back in an hour to see if you've won these. Those of you watching live. But I thank you all the ones that have commented. Oh, thanks, Patty. I'm glad you liked the class. I'm glad you liked the cards again. Thanks. Do I have a monthly card class? I have a monthly card club. That is something you subscribe to, Paula. It's $39.50 a month. I talked about that at the beginning, but there's also a link down in the video description or up. I can't remember if it's up or down on Facebook. But click on that monthly card club link, and you'll get all the information there. But I talk about it some at the beginning of the video, too, so you can rewind to see that. But that's something that's a monthly subscription. And after 6 months, if you're in 6 consecutive months, you get a $25 bonus of product. And then if you go another 6 months, and you get to pick out the $25 of bonus product. And you pick every 6 months after that. And they have to be consecutive months. Okay, I think that is it. I think it's time to go to bed. No, I'm kidding. I'll be up for a little while. But I hope you enjoyed the class, and I'll see you again next week, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, with a Christmas in July. It's probably going to be that truck bundle. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to do next week. So see you, and I hope you have a great weekend, guys, and stay cool. Bye.